Hi, this is Jerry Chapman, Senior GMP Quality Expert at Redica Systems, with the 7th 3-minute video in our series detailing the analysis of FDA Drug GMP 483s by our quality system labeling models. In the first video in this series, we explain why mining FDA 483 data is important and how Redica Systems built a computer algorithm that can find and categorize inspection observations, first by quality system, then down 2 or 3 levels to really zero in on where the issues are. Looking at a high level, just by quality system, our model shows where the deficiencies map based on over 10,000 483s issued since 2000. And here is a detailed look that shows the frequency of each finding by quality system and subsystem, which we examine in the rest of the series. After the introductory video, the next 5 examine the data integrity, facilities and equipment, laboratory materials and packaging and labeling systems. This time, we examine the production system. If we zoom in on just that portion of the chart, we can see the most frequent issue is process validation, inadequate or missing, seen in about 5% of the findings. One common observation is around IQ, OQ, PQ not being performed. In other cases, the studies were done but not reviewed and approved prior to product release. There are also observations for studies that were not appropriately designed, studies where test samples were analyzed using methods that had not themselves been validated, and finally, thankfully not a common observation, but here's one given to a firm that falsified validation protocols and reports. The area with the second most observations was sterile products, media fills, accounting for about 3% of the observation tags. Of course, media fills are supposed to exactly reflect the manufacturing process, and it's an issue when they don't. FDA also looks for inclusion of proceduralized interventions and worst-case scenarios, and there is an expectation that determination of root cause takes place when positive units are detected and that a scientific rationale is provided for a proposed root cause. The third most prominent set of issues found in inspection in the production system are general issues around environmental monitoring, found in nearly 2% of our model tags. One common citation has to do with how sampling locations for the EM program are determined, and once they are determined, whether the right type of sampling is conducted. In addition, the samples need to be analyzed and tracked, which can be an issue. Sometimes of concern is the qualification of the equipment used for the analysis and the action items required when an excursion is detected also gets attention. Please join us for the rest of the series to learn in detail where the biggest deficiencies are being found around each of the quality systems. The next and final video in this series will focus on the quality system. Thank you.